Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. We have the week's schedule to go through, so let us get to it. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. Thank you so much for the support. It is truly appreciated. Cannot do this without you guys. So, starting with Tuesday, it is officially Star Citizen's birthday today, in fact. Happy birthday, Star Citizen. And it does say, get ready for an electric celebration. Now, I'm not sure if this is just referring to CitizenCon or whether something is happening today, potentially both, but we are yet to see what transpires regarding those who have unlocked the FAC Lightning. Also, the narrative team will release a portfolio post about the Unification Wars, which, if you've noticed, many of these relics, these medals that we find around the verse, are related to the Unification Wars. Now on Wednesday, the Squadron 42 monthly report will be posted to the Spectrum. I have already covered this in a dedicated video that I will link below for anybody interested in the latest development updates for this single player campaign. This Thursday there will be no Inside Star Citizen as it is now on its hiatus, and although it was mentioned that Star Citizen Live will be back this week, there doesn't appear to be any information about it. So it is definitely a potential that it won't be happening. Although we don't know, it could just be a bit of an error. We will have to wait and see. So a very light week, which I was somewhat expecting, especially as everyone is getting geared up for CitizenCon. Talking of which, we now have the official schedule for this year's panels, and it is already sounding very interesting. I'm sure there is more to reveal from what we see here, but I will just run through the panels here very briefly, as I will be putting together a much more in-depth breakdown of what we will be seeing on each panel in a separate video tomorrow. So for day one, the first panel will be focused on Star Citizen's game engine called the Star Engine. The second panel will be taking a look at this resource management system, which is how we will be interacting with our ships, all the components, and as an engineer, what that means. The third panel is the traditional annual ship panel, discussing all of the ships that are coming up in the near term, long term potentially, and a look at the evolution of the ship pipeline. And the fourth and potential final panel for the first day is with the UI team, looking at all of the work that they've been doing. So do expect things like the star map in this one. Now for day two, the first panel is showcasing a new character customizer and new hairstyles. The second panel for the day is about how CIG are making the experience in the persistent universe as immersive and interactive as possible, highlighting much of the improvements coming up soon. A lot of this will be stuff that they had worked on in Squadron 42 that can now come across to the PU in the next upcoming patches. After that is a dedicated panel to all of the new flight systems for atmospheric and space flight, going through all of the major changes that is happening there. The fourth panel will be about the Pyro system and what it will be like living in this new frontier style system. And then the last panel sounds to be more of a broad look at Star Citizen's persistent universe and upcoming gameplay, missions and locations and more. Followed by a 45-minute closing ceremony, and this is where Chris Roberts will most likely take to the stage and hopefully talk about or reveal anything exciting. Now I know on paper there looks to be nothing about server meshing or Squadron 42, but rest assured, this doesn't mean they won't be talking about it or showing off some stuff. They will just keep that secret until the event. And if past events are anything to go by, the closing ceremony from Chris Roberts, with it being 45 minutes, chances are this is when they will reveal anything about Squadron, talk about the road to getting Pyro out the door, and anything else he feels he wants to hold on to. But all in all, there is not one panel that I am not interested in. So for me, it is set to be a great event. And as I say, I will be putting together a video talking further about what each of these panels will be about and what we might be seeing, so do keep your eyes out for that and subscribe if you don't want to miss out, as there is a lot of exciting stuff CIG will be showing off. Now, in regards to Alpha 3.21, there has been a new patch since Sunday, I believe, when Star Citizen Sunday aired, which right now seems to be more aimed at addressing and hotfixing the current top client and server crashes from the weekend. So they are continuing to stabilize and fix any issues for 3.21, and these patches are coming out quick, so here's to seeing more quality of life improvements, stability, and optimizations come along. And of course, not to mention features too. Now from me this week, as mentioned, I will be working on a video breaking down what we're going to see on each of the panels at this year's CitizenCon. I will also be working to get the Persistent Universe monthly report released, And as there is not likely going to be a Star Citizen Sunday this week, due to Inside Star Citizen Live not happening, I'll hopefully be able to kick off the recording of my second season of Hardcore Zero to Hero, where we finally got ourselves a couple of components. I will also be streaming over at twitch.tv/supermacbrother on Wednesday and Friday between 2 and 5 p.m. BST. Definitely talking about what we're going to be seeing at this year's CitizenCon, so do follow the link in the description below if you would like to come and hang out and join in, or just chill out and watch. You are all more than welcome. But with that said, bit of a light week this week for Star Citizen, but of course we are approaching CitizenCon, so my hype is through the roof. If you do appreciate my videos, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. Also hit that thumbs up if you don't mind, does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you would like to be notified when my videos go live. Again, a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members for all of your support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.